Chapter 1: The Portal and the Altar. I gazed upon the purple sky, a mesmerizing canvas of twilight hues that stretched far beyond what I'd ever seen before. The soft warmth of the sun caressed my face as I stood on a gentle hill, the air heavy with the scent of salt and mystery. I had arrived in Atlantis, not by accident, but by the pull of fate. Just moments earlier, a brilliant blue portal had beckoned me from my own world. Now, as it vanished silently into the horizon, I felt both excitement and trepidation. I was not just any traveler. I was an AA, a title that stood for Astric Adventurer. My charge was singular, to safeguard relics and artifacts spanning countless dimensions and, in so doing, to share my story with the DE, the revered dimensional experts. Every step I took was a step deeper into unknown realms, each breath a promise of wonders yet to be discovered. The landscape around me was surreal. Crystalline waters lapped gently at golden sands, and the distant call of unseen creatures echoed softly in the enchanted air. Drawn by an inexplicable pull, I began my descent down a lush hill that overlooked an immense, ancient structure. There, nestled against the curve of the land, was a building that resembled an altar, a sanctuary of secrets and forgotten lore. Its exterior was weathered yet dignified, marked by carvings that hinted at stories of old. Vines crept along its stone walls, and moss softened the edges of a once mighty edifice. I could feel the pulse of history emanating from every crevice. With measured steps, I approached, heart pounding in rhythm with the timeless beat of the land. Inside, the building was cloaked in dim, ethereal light. A grassy roof, an anomaly in its own right, filtered the sunlight into gentle, dancing beams that played upon the ancient stone floor. The air was cool and fragrant with the aroma of earth and magic, a reminder that time and nature still held dominion here despite the fall of ancient empires. As I ventured further into the creaking hallway, my eyes caught a glimmer in the shadowed corner. There, resting upon a stone pedestal, was the golden egg. It shone with an inner light, its surface etched with intricate designs that seemed to shift and shimmer as if alive. The legends whispered among the stars had spoken of such an egg, the last hope of a realm long forgotten. I recalled the tale of Skypiea, a world where a fierce golden dragon had soared through endless skies, ruling with both majesty and might. His palace, known as the Skybounds, was a fortress of clouds and dreams. But calamity had struck. Amid an onslaught by ruthless bounty hunters, the kingdom was besieged, and in the chaos, the dragon's son vanished. In the aftermath, despair claimed the hearts of the king and queen dragon, and soon, the entire realm fell into darkness. Generations passed in sorrow until, 6 years later, an altar was raised in honor of the lost heir. It was here, at this sacred place, that the legend foretold the egg would one day glow, heralding the birth of a new hope. I knelt before the gleaming artifact, tracing the delicate etchings with a trembling hand. My fingers brushed over symbols of ancient power and prophecy, and in that instant, the egg began to pulse with radiant light. Memories of every adventure, every narrow escape in my long career as an Astric adventurer, rushed through me. Never had I witnessed such a phenomenon. The sign I had discovered earlier, its faded letters hidden beneath a curtain of leaves, now took on a new significance. When the time is right and hope is lost even in the darkest of times, the egg will shine bright and turn to the dragon it was meant to be. At that moment, I realized that my mission was far more critical than I had ever imagined. The kingdom was teetering on the brink of collapse, its people were growing frantic in the absence of leadership. And here, in the heart of Atlantis, lay the key to their salvation. With a surge of determination, I resolved to awaken the dormant magic of the egg. If it were to hatch, it would release the legacy of the golden dragon, a beacon to guide this fractured world back into balance. My heart swelled with both hope and responsibility as I lifted my hand toward the glowing relic. In the silent chamber, time itself held its breath. The golden light bathed my face in its otherworldly glow, and I could almost hear the distant, triumphant roar of a dragon reborn. This was not merely a task, it was the beginning of a destiny that would forever change the course of multiple realms. The altar, the egg, and even the soft murmur of ancient stone whispered a promise that in the unity of forgotten pasts and the courage of a single soul, the light of hope would one day shine anew.